Southwest Airlines said today that holiday meltdown last month cost the airline hundreds of millions of dollars as the Transportation Department announced an investigation. With that in mind, I spoke with Bob Jordan, the CEO of Southwest. It was a December debacle for Southwest Airlines, the cancellation of nearly 17,000 flights, causing millions of missed vacations and celebrations. The airline today announcing an $800 million price tag for the 10 days of canceled flights. At the same time, Southwest finds itself in the government's crosshairs with an investigation into whether the number of flights scheduled was realistic. Let me begin by asking you, do you think a Department of Transportation investigation into December's debacle is warranted?
Number one, we want to cooperate and collaborate with our oversight committees, with the Department of Transportation, and their goals. If you think the DOT, it's to make sure our consumers and our customers are taken care of. We share those goals.
This investigation will look at the possibility that the airline deceived passengers, unrealistically scheduling flights that it knew were impossible to fulfill. How do you respond to that?
Well, if you look at our flight schedule, we were fully staffed to fly our December flight schedule. If you look before the event and since, we've been operating really well. With the month of January as an example, we are number one in terms of on-time performance here in the industry.
Right, but you have to understand, and I think you'll agree that most people are going to measure you on what happened on your worst days, those last few days of December.
You know, I've got to start with we really messed up. I almost cannot apologize enough to our customers and our people at Southwest Airlines. We let them down when they needed us the most. We had a huge storm that impacted so much of the country. That led to an incredible number of cancels, more than we have ever seen. That led to an incredible number of aircraft reroutings, an historic level. Ultimately, that led to a huge level of crew reroutings, far more than we have ever seen, and that just overwhelmed our systems and our processes. I'm not making excuses, but it really was an extraordinary event.
Well, you've already talked about, and others have talked about, the software used for scheduling your flight attendants and your pilots, your crews, wasn't up to task given the circumstances that you were facing. Have you fixed that?
You know, the technology is called SkySolver. It actually performed as designed, as did our processes. You're trying to solve a routing that occurred hours ago. The software was never designed for that. They actually have a new version of the software that has been developed. It's in test right now, and that'll fix that problem.
We're in winter for at least another couple of months here. Granted, there's no major holidays on the immediate horizon, but I think what people wonder when they book with you now, will you be able to fulfill the obligation?
Well, we'll do everything short-term, now, immediate, long-term, to make sure that this does not happen again. We've already put things in place like an extraordinary level of monitoring in our network operational center. We've spun up a group of about 100 extra crew schedulers that we can use on demand. We're looking at our de-icing procedures top to bottom. We're buying extra engine covers in case of tremendously cold weather. We've got a 51-year track record of being a terrific operator, delivering for our customers, loving on our customers and loving on our people, and we are going to fulfill that.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.